Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 27. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is assuring persons who have been affected by the recent flood rains that government will be acting swiftly to mobilize resources for their assistance. He gave the reassurance during the commemoration service of the 109th anniversary of the birth of Jamaica's second Prime Minister, Donald Sangster.
I want to assure those who are affected that the government will be acting swiftly and mobilizing resources quickly to, as best as possible, help to alleviate any dislocation and suffering that may be taking place now.
Prime Minister Holness says he will be planning an island-wide tour to get a first-hand view of the damage that has been caused by the flood rains. In the meantime, he asserts that government has been strategic in building the country's resilience to natural disasters, adding that despite the challenges of COVID-19 and weather shocks, the Jamaican economy is stable. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is now able to boost Jamaica's COVID-19 testing capacity after receiving a multi-partner donation of over 8,000 antigen rapid diagnostic tests. The donation includes 9 oxygen concentrators and more than 350,000 pieces of personal protective equipment. The PPEs consist of N95 respirators, face shields and medical masks, along with other essentials required to fight COVID-19. State Minister in the Ministry of Health and Wellness Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn says the introduction of antigen rapid testing comes at a critical stage in the COVID-19 response.
We see the surge happening in the United States and Europe, and the people of Jamaica now must understand what this pandemic is, what it can do to the people. And so, I'm very grateful for this donation today. And I think the people of Jamaica, they are also grateful for this donation today.
The minister was speaking yesterday during the handing over ceremony for the COVID-19 response items. The donation was made by the Pan American Health Organization and World Health Organization in partnership with the Government of the United Kingdom and the United Nations Multi-Partner Trust Fund. Government is expected to complete distribution of the 40,000 devices under the Tablets in Schools program during the first week of November. The tablets are for students in grades 4 to 6. Chief Executive Officer of eLearning Jamaica, Keith Smith, says the date was pushed forward from the end of November due to the urgent need for the devices. He has also informed that more tablets are coming for educators and students, which will provide a total of approximately 100,000 devices this year.
This year, we've already rolled out 22,500 teacher tablets. We have another 1,500 to do that we're sorting out appeals for. This program is 40,000 tablets. We've just got the nod for the second to last stage of the procurement process for another 16,000 tablets, which will go to high schools grades 7, 8, and 9. And we're in the process of processing a procurement for 15,000 laptops, which will go to the high school students on path in grades 10, 11, 12, and 13 exam grades.
Mr. Smith was speaking at a ceremony to hand over tablets at the Buff Bay Primary School last Thursday. Technology Minister Darrell Vaz commended eLearning Jamaica for its work in procuring the devices with financing from the Universal Service Fund, the USF.
The work has not been easy. The coordination has not been easy. And therefore, I want to commend the Universal Service Fund and eLearning for making the technology accessible for our people, especially our students.
Minister Vaz says to date, $805 million has been spent on the Tablets for Teachers program and $700 million on the Tablets in Schools program. The Jamaica Fire Brigade is reporting that the Bushfire Warning Index is helping to improve firefighters' response to bushfires across the island. The brigade collaborated with the Meteorological Service of Jamaica to launch the Bushfire Warning Index and Management System in 2019. It helps stakeholders to assess and determine the likely occurrence of a bushfire.
We'll place certain units in certain places. We'll place tankers in certain places that didn't have tankers before to ensure that the water is greater in terms of the supply. It will also assist in guiding our hydrant maintenance program to ensure that the fire hydrants in certain places, as much as is possible, are in optimum working condition.
And finally, the Jamaica Information Service has extended the deadline for entries to its 2020 Heritage Competition from October 24 to October 31 at midnight. The annual competition, which targets students at the primary, secondary, and tertiary levels, is divided into 3 components: essay, poster, and photo. Primary students aged 9 to 12 years may enter the essay competition by identifying a Jamaican person or institution that exemplifies the excerpt from the National Pledge, "I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace," explaining the reason for their selection. For the poster competition, students at the secondary level are required to submit entries depicting the theme in one of 2 categories: graphic designs or illustrations. Tertiary students are invited to submit a photographic interpretation of the theme. More details on the competition can be found at the JIS's website at jis.gov.jm or by calling Christine Adigold at 876-926-35904, extension 2137 or 2132. Persons may also email heritagephoto@jis.gov.jm, heritageposter@jis.gov.jm, or heritageessay@jis.gov.jm. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.